What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the US, let me know what country you're representing. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Seems like it's been forever since I went live, so I got to make sure this one is all the way live. Fam, if you have not done so already, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. If you want to skip the line, you can jump into the super chat. I am going to go in on this story, then I'll double back, check the chat, starting with the regular chat, then I'll start with the super chat and then move over to the regular chat, all right? Here we go, fam. So we got another Karen situation. Well, these Karens, they're more than out of control. We got a woman by the name of Shanika Montgomery Strickland, who was attempting to exit a Kroger's parking lot when an irate white customer, Karen, stood behind her vehicle and refused to let her leave. Basically just held her hostage. The mother of three streamed the incident live on Facebook, and she showed viewers where this woman had positioned herself and her child behind the bumper of her car. Now, fam, if you haven't already seen the video, there's a link in the description. But picture this. Someone is upset with another person. One woman is upset with another woman. So the woman takes her baby, uses her baby stroller as a roadblock with her baby inside of the stroller as a roadblock to prevent the car from moving. She positioned the baby stroller with the baby inside right behind the car. Now, if this woman had the temperament of some people that I know, I'm talking about the Black woman, Karen ass would be dead and her baby. She should have Child Protective Services called on her for that alone. This is an unfit mother. What mother would use her child as a roadblock for a vehicle? It's something wrong with that woman. There's something wrong with all of these Karen types. Eventually, police arrived on the scene and both women gave statements. But check this out, fam. When the police show up, they talk to the suspect first. They're supposed to hold everybody in place and go and talk to the complaining witness first. The police officer took her statement first. And then he walked over to the Black woman to hear what she had to say. Mind you, if he forgot what his role was, if he forgot what protocol was, the Black woman told him clearly, officer, I want to talk to you first. Let me talk to you first. But he took the call, he accepted the statement of the antagonizer, the suspect, the criminal first. Now, the woman said it all kicked off because her child was standing on one of the shelves trying to reach an item in the store. I think she said it was some Gatorade or something like that, some type of drink. And Karen, self-entitled, privilege, thinks she owned the goddamn world, decides that, hey, she wants to say something about it. The woman said she started cussing her talking crazy to her kids, and she just took it. Went out to try to get in her car to leave, and she's out there blocking her from getting out. Talking about, you took a picture of my child, erase it. Here's what ran me hot, fam, more than anything. Here's what ran me hot more than anything about this. It was, you see these Karen types all the time, right? But what ran me hot more than anything was the way the woman was responding to her, like the amount of respect she was showing her. Ma'am, no, ma'am, that's not true. Ma'am, she called her damn near, probably called her ma'am 100 times. All them damn ma'ams, you know what she sounded like to me? A mammy. Why do they show them so much respect when they get no respect from them? Why? I don't understand it. I don't respect nobody who don't respect me. Hey man, I get that respect in a heartbeat, just off top. I'll give respect just on the strength of a person being a human being. Even if it's a child. I don't even talk to kids crazy. Not my own, not my nieces and nephews, not my little cousins, none of them. Strangers, I don't talk to anybody disrespectful. I only give disrespect when it's given to me. So I don't understand why this woman showed this woman respect, so much respect. I do not show inbreds respect. If they act like a mutt, I'm gonna treat them like a mutt. Why is that so difficult to understand? That's one of the reasons they act the way they act. And they always seem to pick the docile blacks, the super nice blacks. It's like they got some type of nice black radar. Why they don't ever pick me? I never have those type of issues. Ever, 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 never, 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 never. It's crazy, fam. She stood there for 15 minutes talking. The video was 14 minutes or something, so she stood there longer than that. Constantly, ma'am, ma'am, and the security didn't budge. Now, y'all know if the shoe was on the other foot and if it's been a black woman blocking a white woman's path from getting out of the parking lot, y'all know security would have went over there and handled that. But they stood back. They was just watching. Even the customers, none of them tried to intervene. They just watching. They knew she was wrong. And who knows, if it had jumped off, whose side y'all think they would have picked? What's wrong with you, America? What's wrong with you, white women? What's wrong with y'all? And they got the nerve to talk about angry black woman. An angry black woman ain't got nothing on these white women. Nothing. These women, they're just being exposed. That's all it is. They've been acting this way. They're finally being exposed. You know, they've always put black women's dirt out, in public. And, the worst kind of black women, they'll put them out there and say, look at the black women. This is how the black woman acts. Look at her, look at her, look at her, look at her. But their kind has been able to go under the radar for a long time. The news media has done a great job suppressing Karens. But social media is telling a whole different story. Social media is showing you something different. This didn't just start happening. This has been going on. Now it's being filmed. Can't hide it anymore. I don't want to hear shit about angry black woman again in my life. Angry black woman ain't got nothing on these Karens. I mean, zero. Absolutely nothing. They think they own the world. They think the country is theirs. They think the apartment complex is theirs. The park is theirs. They think they own the car dealership. They think they own the neighborhood. They think they own the job, the workspace. They think they own the air, the sun, the moon, the mist. They think they own oxygen. It's crazy, man. Where they get them from? Going into the comments, family. Couple of new members. Jonah. What's up, Jonah Melanin? What's up? Myra Parker. Welcome, Jonah and Myra, the latest, newest members to the WillieDLive channel, fam. Show them some love. If you want to join the channel, there's a join button on your screen if you're on a desktop or a laptop or one of those notepads. If not, you can click that link in the description and join the channel. Be an official member. Get you some cool little perks. You dig what I'm saying? Let's see. Sadistic Karen says, Shauna. Matt Brigham says, used to be soccer moms. Let's see. Good vibes in Detroit. Hold on, fam. I want to show you something. Let's see if I can share that screen. How do you do it? How you do it? How you do it? Boop. Let's see. Share my screen. I want to show you something here. Where is it? Where is it? Dun, 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 dun. I want to show you. Try to get a close up of this. Let's see. Can y'all see that? Let me know if you can see that screen. Can y'all see that screen? No, that's the wrong screen. Let's see. Wrong screen. Where is it? Trying to get to the screen. Polling, screen share. I think this is it. Can y'all see that? So let's see. You see this little girl? This girl right here is wild. She was just like agitated as hell. She really wanted to whoop on her. She wanted to get off. But the mama was like calm the whole time, like, hey, you know, it's cool, it's cool. We ain't tripping. We ain't tripping. It's cool. Yeah, the mama was like tripping. The little girl was like tripping. Share screen. Let's see. I'm trying to get back. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Who is this? Arlie. Willie, did you catch at the end, the officer told her he wasn't going to do anything because no laws broken? Yeah, I caught that. Yeah, the officer said no laws were broken. No laws were broken. Let's see. Last time I checked, holding someone against their will is against the law. Exactly. Yeah, yeah, if the woman would have been black, she would have been in jail. You know that for a fact. And they wouldn't have gave a damn if she had her kids with her. They would have probably put her kids in jail too. Appreciate you, coach. Absolutely. Let's see. Lady G, what's up, Lady G? Self Messiah. Karen think they own the cosmos. You got that right. Think they own the cosmos. Brenda Stacy says, my daughters be telling me to chill. Rashida Nams on moderator duties. What's up, Rashida? Yeah, using a child as a barrier, A1 Googler, right? Unknown Raider guy says, so basically the officer didn't cite the white woman for endangering her daughter, only in racist white America. Yeah, some of these comments, they seem pretty harsh, but the behavior is harsher than the words. These people are just echoing the behavior. The words are just a reflection of the behavior. You know how it go, man. That truth hurts. Why didn't black women show them respect, but not us? Details Williams. So I'm assuming that's a brother saying, why does the black women show them respect, but not us? Look, homie, this ain't the gender division channel. Well, I don't do that over here, bro. We don't do it like that. Because for every black woman that showed black men disrespect, you got a black man that showed a black woman disrespect. So we can call that shit a draw. We got issues on both sides, and complaining about it, especially trying to air each other out publicly, ain't gonna get it. If you claim to love black people for real, complaining about the opposite gender, or even complaining about black people on any level, ain't gonna get it, because we got enough people out there complaining about us already, and most of it is in their head. Most of it is a lie. Even black people who are paid agents, like the Candace Owens and the others, who they're paid to disparage the black community. So we got enough of that. We get enough of that. So you're never gonna get that on this channel. If you're looking for that type of energy, you got to move around. That's why I do this channel, fam, to provide balance. To provide balance. And I mostly talk about issues that affect the black community directly, because we don't get enough people out there that's representing like that. There's not enough people out there that's talking about these issues. And salute to the ones that do, but we don't get enough of that, especially in mainstream media. We get zero of that in mainstream media. So it's imperative for me to speak on it and to provide that balance, because you know how it go, man. They from day one, their game plan has been to destroy our image worldwide. And why would they want to destroy our image so badly? Why would they go out of their way to destroy our image? Because that's what they do. Because they take our worst and use it as a representation of who we are collectively. And they take their best and use it as a representation of who they are collectively. You see how that go? So if you have the media constantly putting out projecting our worst and constantly projecting their best, then it looks like, hey, these are the good people right here. These are the bad people right here. And then, for slow pokes who ain't never been nowhere, especially people from abroad who live, in other countries, if all they see projected when they watch CNN, because CNN airs worldwide, when they watch CNN, hey man, and that's what they see, that's what they're gonna believe. So it's important to have these alternative news sources to give some balance and some fairness, some objectivity to these discussions that we're having daily. Because otherwise, man, you'll be listening to those people, man, and you'll think, we just all messed up. When the truth is, it's more Black people, way more Black people, who have done well and great for themselves, especially considering the obstacles we've overcome. We've had millions and millions and millions of success stories, but if you leave it up to them, they'll make you think that you have to be Beyonce to be successful as a woman. They'll make you think you have to be Jay-Z to be successful as a man, or Michael Jordan, or Magic Johnson. Somebody really, really big like Rihanna or something like that. They make us try to aim for those type of people and say, if you're not them, then you're nobody. We have millions, millions, millions and millions and millions of success stories, but they won't talk about it. They don't want us to know that. Millions of success stories. We're talking lawyers, doctors, scientists. We're talking entrepreneurs. We're talking therapists. We're talking about, if we're not just talking about athletes and entertainers, because that's what they try to do, try to put us athletes and entertainers, and that's all we can be. And they highlight those type of people, but they don't highlight our brainiacs. They don't highlight our authors and our philosophers. They don't highlight that, because they don't want you to know how great you could be. And they don't want you to know how great you are. That's why they do it. But you're always hearing about their authors and their philosophers and their mathematicians and their business gurus and all of these stuff. You're always hearing about theirs, but you seldom hear about ours. So it's incumbent upon us to put it out there. It's incumbent upon us to expose our people and salute them, recognize them, support them, make sure that when they pass on, that we remember our greats. Make sure when they're up in age that we salute them constantly. We remind people, we post and we remind people of the greatness. So what if the post don't get 1,000 views? So what if it don't get 100 views? If it get 5, you just hit 5 new people to this legend, this icon who put the work in. It's up to us to remember our greats, not them. They don't give a damn. They remember their greats. We have to remember our greats. We have to put the energy and the effort into remembering our greats. And we have to make sure we pass that on so that they'll never forget. When you watch baseball and football, man, they be talking about these dudes, Babe Ruth and Ken Stabler and all these people like that don't really even matter in the Black community, but you know who they are. Johnny Unitas. They're not gonna let you forget who that is. And oh boy, you better believe they're not gonna ever let you forget who Tom Brady is. Oh, you're gonna hear that till the day you die. They'll never let you forget. So we gotta make sure we got the money, we got the resources. What we often don't have is the awareness. And I'll be the first to admit, I didn't have that awareness when I was doing my thing early on. I mean, I could have done some major damage had I been focused as a businessman, but I was focused as an entertainer back then. I wasn't even thinking about business. Baby even came to me, on some Cash Money action once before they took off. And I passed it on to to Jay, and Jay passed on it. But I saw it. I knew that they were already hot in Louisiana, but I didn't have my business hat on. So I missed the opportunity. And the rest is history. So yeah, we gotta get that awareness. And we're getting it. A lot of us got it already. A lot of us are already doing great things. So we're getting it. But if in the past, I would have had my thinking cap on, and I would have went on and got me a magazine. Oh, everybody would have read Willie D magazine. Talking about for the streets, authentic, real hip hop, what's going on in the culture, politics. I would have slam dunked the magazine, man. Would have been easy. Who wouldn't have wanted to come write for me? You know, who wouldn't have wanted to be a photographer for Willie D? Come on, man. I would have slam dunked that thing. But I wasn't thinking on those levels. I wasn't thinking like that even on the business level with record labels and stuff. I wasn't thinking on that type of level, you know? So, but hey, man, you know, as long as you're breathing, you got action. So, boy, am I ever making up for it now, though? You dig what I'm saying? So you live and you learn. Moving on, fam. I didn't mean to go off that long, but you know, I don't know what it was that struck that nerve. I guess it was Karen. All right. James Butler, Florida is with you. That's what's up. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, James. My middle name. What's up, Dropkick 2020? Yeah, appreciate you. Reese Mack, what up? Reese Mack. Jonathan Lacey, much love and respect. Keep the power coming. Absolutely. Absolutely. Mark Dean holds 3 of the original 9 patents for PC, but we only hear about Bill Gates and we only get slave movies. So we got to change the narrative. That's all it is to it. It's just like I'm changing the narrative right now. I'm in this space. This is a media space. I'm doing journalistic work. I'm bringing news and stories that, from a perspective that you're not going to get on CNN, you're not going to get on ABC, CBS, NBC, none of that. You damn sure ain't going to get it on Fox. So you have to be willing to change the narrative. You know, it's a lot of good that come with doing this show, but there's also some drawbacks and some things that I'm not too fond of, especially when you're dealing with the internet and you got cowards that'll hop on the internet and say disrespectful things, you know, that you know that they'll never say in my face, but you know, they sound good on the internet. They sound tough on the internet, but they'll never say those type of things in my face. You know how I know? Because nobody ever says stuff like that to me in my face. That's how I know. And another thing is that, you know, they're cowards anyway. You can just check their record. They're cowards. So only cowards, you know, talk to men in a disrespectful manner because they know, you know, on the internet especially, because they know they're gonna get their hat brought to them if it was in person. So they hide behind the internet. So that's one of the major negative things about it. The internet has made cowards think that they're safe. And so the cowards got to hang low. They got to duck. They got to get in the cut. They can't show their head because the minute they show their head and the real, you know, got a line on them, they're gonna get their head knocked off. It's simple as that. And they know that. That's why a lot of them don't even announce where they're gonna be at. They'll go somewhere, they won't even announce that they're gonna be somewhere. They're scared to death to show up for an appearance. Scared to death because they know what time it is. Scared to death to put their name on something. You know what I'm saying? But that's the part that I don't like, fam, you know, that part right there. But like I say, the good outweigh the bad with this, because that's what they want you to do. They want you to get off your game, and not just in this space right here, but in all genres, man, in all areas of life. When you got your mind on something, man, and you're focused, and you're trying to do something to better yourself and those around you. When you have a goal, you got a plan. You know, the devil gonna be busy. The devil gonna come from all different angles. The devil you might be sleeping with the devil. You know, devil might be right inside of your household. It might be your spouse. It might be your child. You know, it could be a next door neighbor just trying to get you off your game. So you got to outsmart these clowns. You got to outsmart these devils and make sure you win. So whatever you do, make sure it's consistent with the outcome that you want, right? Make sure your actions is consistent with whatever outcome you want. Now, if you're thinking about doing something that ain't consistent with that outcome, all you gotta do, whatever you're thinking about doing, just think to yourself, is this gonna aid in the outcome that I want? Or is this going to be something that could possibly derail me, get me off my game? And then that's how you know what to do. That's simple. Tyree Barnes, Nolan Ryan, yep. Terry Bradshaw, yep. Sojourner Truth. What's up, Dr. Pressure? I like that name, Dr. Pressure. Yeah. FWCTV. Sister Brenda, spread the word. Queen C, what's up, Queen C? Andy the cat. I'm going to make sure my nephew knows about his Black history. You got to, fam, otherwise they're gonna be indoctrinated. You make sure those schools you're sending your kids to has like some in-depth information on Black history, not just a little blurb, you know what I'm saying? Make sure that they have some in-depth information on Black history. Otherwise, they're gonna be running around here thinking the Europeans invented everything. And then they're gonna be feeling inferior, even when they think that they're not. But they're gonna be acting, they're gonna be thinking like somebody that's inferior. I would recommend that every parent, Black parent especially, start their kids off. If you don't necessarily have to finish, but you got to start them off at least. The foundation has to be their greatness. They have to. I would recommend every Black parent send their kids to a predominantly Black school to start them off, so that they can get in touch with who they are and their capabilities, what they can do. You know, I'm not just saying any Black school. I'm saying a good Black school. Send them to a good Black school, predominantly Black, where they can get their confidence. And because Black schools that are predominantly Black, the good ones, they have a knack for bringing out the best in Black children because they're more invested in Black children. And they understand, they have a specific curriculum and way of teaching Black children because they know what Black children are going to be up against. And it's different from everybody else. Those Black educators understand the challenges that Black kids are going to face. So they get them ready early on and they teach them about their history. They teach them about their greatness and teach them how great that they can be. So by the time your kids start getting around other kids that don't look like them, they already got their confidence. They already know they can do it. They're already going in with their head up and speaking, like a dignitary with assurance and all of that, all of the confidence in the world. I'm telling you what I know, not what I heard. I would recommend that. And make sure also when they get home, you reinforce that. Because if they start off in a school that's predominantly white, especially, they may think that they're less than, no matter what their parents are telling them. If they're going to school, and they're going to see clear signs of racism. They're going to see it, guaranteed. So they may get their foundation shook to the core early on, where it would be hard for them to repair it. And they just go through life just thinking that, the white people are the superior race and that they are the inferior, because that's what they teach in these schools. You go to these schools in America, man, you finna get indoctrinated. That's just what it is. And if you don't already have a sense of who you are, and if you don't know who you are, and you go into those education system in America, and you finna get got. They finna take your kid mind. They finna snatch that mind, snatch that brain right up out of their head and replace it with that indoctrination brain. Your kid gonna be out there, you're gonna be like, oh, my kid is smart, my kid good grades, my kid is nice and all this stuff, But your kid ain't gonna have no sense of who he really is or who she really is. You gotta know where you've been to know where you're going. You got to have a sense of your history. You got to have some sense of, the struggle, that where you come from. I don't care if your kids are born into privilege. Even if your kids are born into money, if you got money and all that stuff, they got to know who they are right here. Otherwise, man, they're gonna be out there looking like a clown, like weirdos. And it's a bunch of them out there. What's up, Charlena Reeves? Charlena Reeves, appreciate you. Angela Davis, Maya Angelou. Yeah, like those names are up to us to make sure we carry those legacies and make sure that they're revered and never forgotten, because they're not gonna do it. They're too busy praising their own people. We gotta make sure we elevate our heroes, those icons. And I'm talking about the icons in poetry, in the arts, in business, in literature. We have to make sure that we elevate those icons in science, in athletics, in entertainment, all of that. We that's on us. It ain't on them. It's on us. For every industry that we look at that they have, that's thriving, that we're using, we could create the same industry. Because if we're using it, that means we need the services, and that means that there are others like us who need those services. And we got the money. All we got to do is get into that space. And I mean any space. We got the money. We can't say we don't have the money. It's what we decide to spend the money on. That's the difference. What's up, Courtney Wilson? What's up, Willie? Finally caught one of your lives. Love you, brother. Take care. Shout out from Oakland. That's what's up, Oaktown in the building. Appreciate you, K-Dub. Who was that? Ray Ramus. Welcome to level 1, Ray Ramus. Show Ramus some love. Show Ray Ramus some love, fam. The newest member to the WillieDLive channel. Show him some love. Junior Woodson, I see you. What's up, Junior? Junior Woodson in the building. Okay, I ain't gonna hold y'all too much longer, fam. We'll give a few more shout outs and we'll shut it down. Move around. Makiba, is that Makiba Yuboki says that fat out of shape elephant is another Amy Cooper. Whoa, that was heavy. Makiba, what Amy Cooper do to you? Oh, Amy Cooper. Oh, that one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. She a trip. She was a trip. She's talking about the woman in the park, in the bird park, who called the police on the black man who told her to put her dog on a leash. She got offended. How dare you tell me to put my dog on a leash? Don't you know that I'm white? Ha! How dare you? I should have you lynched. Sick 'em. Man. I used to have hopes that someday in my lifetime, that we'd be a more harmonious society. I give up. It's not gonna happen. All you can do right now is just be the best person that you can be. But I see now that it's too many of them, fam, and they're breeding. They're breeding. They racist, inbreds have sex. They procreate, and so you can't stop it. So it's going to be on and on and on and on and on. And no matter how many laws you pass, you can't legislate morality. You can't legislate values. You can't legislate class. You can't legislate dignity, compassion. You can't legislate it. Keyshawn Smith, what's up? What's up, Queen C? I see you. Okay, fam. I think I'm gonna continue in the chat. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. We got Kroger Karen, who used her child, who was sitting inside of a stroller, as basically a roadblock, a barrier to stop a Black woman from pulling out of the parking lot of Kroger's. That's child endangerment. Police shows up and they don't even give her a warning. They don't raise their voice or nothing. They don't put the cuffs on her. They don't hit her with the billy club, slap her, knock her to the ground or nothing. Just take a statement from both of them and leave. And then the fact that they went and talked to the suspect first. When you show up on the scene, you're supposed to talk to the person who made the call first. You detain the suspect. Okay, you're being detained. You wait right here. Don't go nowhere. Stand right here. Okay, go over here, talk to the person who made the call, talk to the victim, talk to the complainant, get their side first. Then you go over and talk to the inbred suspect. And then you're supposed to make the arrest for for her basically holding that woman hostage, holding her against her will. That's a criminal offense. She should have been locked up. I would make sure that I follow up with her, because otherwise she's going to do somebody else like that. You got to teach them a lesson. If you ain't going to, ding, ding, fries and shake them, well, then you got to at least file a police report. You got to make them uncomfortable. You can't just let that slide. You got to make them uncomfortable. And at the very minimum, if the police refuse to pick up the charges, file a civil suit. Hit her in the pocket. There has to be a deterrent. Otherwise, there is no incentive for her to change her behavior. What's up, Kimmy GG? Appreciate you, Kimmy. Yeah, you gotta put something on them, fam. Otherwise, they have no incentive to change their behavior. Think about it, fam. If you was like some crazy person out there and you could just do anything you want to, you can call the police on people, you could block people in when you feel like it, stop them from pulling out of the driveway, parking lot when they wanted to. What's going to stop you from doing it again especially if somebody called the police and you get away with it? What's going to stop you from doing it again? And what's going to stop you from talking crazy to somebody's children, yelling at somebody's children, and calling them the B word if they don't go upside your head? What's going to stop you from doing it again? You don't feel something. You got to feel some kind of pain. There has to be some kind of pain. The pain will make a great deterrent. And I would say this too, fam, so I see Cypher says if she called me or be in front of my kids, lights out. So, and here's the thing, fam, right? Whatever you do, you got to be careful. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. I ain't saying don't do what you're going to do. I'm just saying whatever you do, it ain't what you do, it's how you do it. Because the name of the game is to play to stay. That's stay alive, stay free. Let me make that clear. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. Meaning that I'm not telling you to not do anything. I'm telling you, it ain't what you do, it's how you do it. And the name of the game is to play to stay. That means play to stay alive. That means play to stay free. And with that, I'll end this show. Till next time, fam. No more talk.